Hey everybody, it's episode 11 of Stargirl. Last episode was great. It was really, really good. Unfortunately, we lost Henry Jr., who was one of the most interesting characters in the show, and they'd built him that way. They'd made him sort of this grey, uncertain element. We didn't know whether he was going to flip good or bad. And in the end, he flipped good, went up against his father, and his father's like, okay then, you're dead. Could he have survived that rubble? Of course he could. Could Dr. Ito bring him back? Of course he could. Any number of things could happen to bring Henry back at some point, or that he didn't die in the first place. You know, it's a superhero show, anything can happen, but for what it was, the last episode, really good, really pitch perfect. The emotion, the acting, the people in the background, Yolanda and Rick and Courtney all trying to get through the barrier to save him. Just really well done, really, really well staged and really well set. It's interesting though that Brainwave has killed now, apparently, his wife and his son. Do you think Icicle would kill Cameron? Do we think that? I don't think he would. I think Icicle, he talks a big game, but when it comes to family, when it comes to his wife especially, see the lengths he'll go to get revenge for his wife's death. What do you think he would do to protect his son? If his son was like, I'm going to be a good guy now, would Icicle just kill him? I don't think he would. I think he'd, a bit like Dr. Ito, he'd toss him in a cell and give him a timeout, but I don't think he would immediately kill him. And it's interesting that Brainwave, who maybe a little brainwashed, did so easily without really trying to win his son around, especially given their build up over the first few episodes and the guessing games they used to play. Interesting choice. Anyway, in other news, Barbara and Pat went on a little adventure decrypting Norwegian, finding out about the machine. They didn't find out about the machine, but they heard the word machine. And Barbara was, hey, Courtney's dad, you still at this email address? You still around? We are in Blue Valley, and I want to talk to you about something. Were you Starman? P.S. Please reply. And she just left her email open on the desk. Anybody could have just walked in and sent fake emails from her. She needs to work on her security. I get it though. I get it. I think that's all for now. There's probably other little bits in that episode, but mostly the Henry stuff, mostly great. He really made up to Yolanda in a big way, using his last moments to apologize to her and then to tell Courtney, hey, look, your positive attitude is really good. Keep it up. We all love Courtney's positive attitude and her hope in humanity. I wonder how much Henry's death is going to affect the team in this episode. How quickly we'll move on from it, or how will it affect Brainwave? We don't know. Anyway, let's get into it. Looking forward to it, as always. I don't think this show's let me down once. I don't think I've ever left an episode going, that was just all been pretty good. And all been steadily even getting better, I would say. Rick almost got his revenge. He just couldn't get that door open in time before shit came down. Give him another few minutes and he probably would have. But there were minions and it was a whole thing. We needed to help Courtney's crew, so we're saving part 2 for another episode. I think there'll be more. I don't think it'll be just a straight fight and then he'll get his revenge and he'll be happy again. I don't think that's the way his story is going to go. It's probably going to be deeper layers to it. Like, it's not just Solomon Grundy, it's who sent Solomon Grundy. Who is directly responsible? Why did they want to kill my parents? Not because they were good guys, but, you know. Hey.
I'm looking for a gallant white steed, with fire in its eyes and victory in its heart.
Oh, how about Betsy?
I told you to keep your weird ass away from my horses. Now go on, get out of here before I call the cops.
Jeez. I was looking for a horse, dude. Oh, he's gonna have a vision. He's gonna have a vision.
Starman Squire. Stripes, he can help me.
Yeah, just go to his house. And don't be too creepy. Who's on this bus? Why are we on this bus? Ooh. Ooh. Courtney's actual father? He has a little locket too? Is it someone new? Turn it, dude. Well, we can see the back of his head. That's a good start. We know he has a head. Do you have a face, dude? Hello, I'm here to see Courtney. I believe she has a present for me.
Brainwave murdered his own son last night.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there has to be someone we can call.
Ghostbusters?
The police.
They could own someone killed
Ding dong.
or lead the ISA. You both need to go about your day as if everything were normal.
Yeah, just go to work, Barbara. It'll be fine. Just flirt with him. You don't get in with him.
It's not even 7.
There's someone upstairs looking for you, Court.
Hey, it's a new guy. Totally new.
You are.
I'm Sam Curtis, Courtney's father.
Is he going to be everything she expects him to be, or is he going to be what Barbara thinks he is? Waste of space?
Wow.
You're so big.
You've really grown up.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, interesting.
You're not my father.
Starman's my father.
What are you doing here?
I replied. I never heard back. I was worried.
It's been like 3 hours.
Is everything all right?
Dude.
It can't be.
It is.
Can we get a DNA test? It's just like yours. Gotta accept it, Courtney.
I don't believe you. I want to talk to Pat.
Barbara's like, how could you just turn up like this? Why didn't you just call me or something?
The staff works for me. That proves that I'm Starman's daughter, doesn't it?
Just needs you're worthy. That's all.
I got Henry killed. And Joey.
Courtney, you didn't kill anyone. All
She
right?
can't put that on herself.
Listen,
Is that guy really your old man?
Mike, we're talking privately here, okay?
Why is he-
Mike, not now! Please!
Poor Mike. Poor Mike. He's having a bad few episodes.
Why won't you tell me anything? What did I do wrong?
Everything's gonna be fine, okay?
Mike's gonna run off.
Sure it is.
Prediction. He's gonna spend some time out in the woods with Janitor. They're gonna go on an adventure to find a horse. Dog! Dog is a good judge of
You
character.
didn't show up for
It's
Christmas
not happy.
Eve. It's been a decade, Sam. Why are you really here?
For money? I don't know.
I've been thinking about reaching out to you for months now.
Maybe he wants to reconnect with Courtney.
I'm here to get to know my daughter before it's too late.
I want to talk to him.
You have school.
That's weird. You have school to go to. In the middle of all this shit. He's got like severe amnesia or something. Like Dr. Ito?
I will find my mind.
It's always the last place you look. Stripesy. Maybe start with a handshake.
Where have you been?
Here and there.
Oh, it's a bad picture.
It makes me look like Starman.
Courtney, I have no right to have come here. I just want you to know that I'd give anything if I could go back in time and do things differently.
Ooh, back in time. That time travel episode's coming. Eventually.
I just needed to say that.
Maybe you can save Joey. This guy, Sam,
Hey, can I just buy you a quick
being
breakfast?
decent so far.
Just 30 minutes.
There's no ulterior
So I can
motive
explain.
so far.
That's it.
Okay.
Waiting for the other shoe to drop. I mean, the first shoe hasn't dropped yet. Waiting for... It's a whole shoe thing.
Hey, Mr. Dugan.
Some guy with
car.
a sword is here.
Where's Yolanda?
Dealing with the death of her ex-boyfriend?
She wanted to go to church before school to pray for Henry.
Stripesy.
Just
Why the hell's he carrying a sword?
put the sword down.
I need your help.
Second, just take it easy.
Red alert.
Justin? Is that you? Right? It's your old friend, Pat Dugan. Stripesy.
He's okay, he's okay. He just needs to put the sword down.
Stripesy, you've destroyed everything that I was. We're gonna take care of you, okay?
Hey, Henry Sr. How are you feeling? Like the little music.
I remember who Stargirl is. Her name's Courtney Whitmore. Her stepfather
Good.
is
Icicle finally
Pat
knows.
Dugan. I'm going to go kill them.
He's in full kill mode.
No.
Why not? You're hesitating because of her mother?
I told you never to do that.
I don't want you in my head, Henry. Her daughter's death would devastate her.
Wow. He
I
cares.
killed
He
my
really
own
cares
wife
about her.
and son for your dream of a new America, Jordan, and you're hesitating
Yeah.
over a woman that works for you? When my son died, I felt my powers grow, as if I'd absorbed his into mine.
Maybe you should kill your son.
We'll be
Jordan.
half of the country. We can't let anything get in the way.
Certainly not your feelings for somebody
Make up
who
your mind,
works for
simple
you.
friend.
I love the way the villains are in direct antagonistic confrontation with each other. Either of them could kill each other at a moment's notice. Heroes don't need to do anything, they just need to let the villains bicker
traveled
amongst
a lot.
themselves.
I know by now I'm like a stranger to you, but I would like to fix that.
How about a milkshake?
I don't.
Maybe.
She's slowly coming around. Don't screw it up, dude. Just don't disappear for another 10 years.
You two ready to order? Waffle with strawberry jam, please.
I'll do the same.
He probably hates it, but it's a good move to take the same thing.
Remember where you got the sword, okay?
Lady in the Lake? Did you take it from a stone?
Tell me the story.
This will jog his memory of who he is.
I was
See?
cleaning the horses' stables.
What year was it?
Yet King Arthur himself bestowed to me his sword upon his deathbed.
Rick is not buying
He
any of this
told
shit.
me
Are you like from the past?
from the time of knights and dragons.
We
Here,
know
take that.
we know a dragon, so
Now, I was following the dragon.
Ooh. Then Ito captured him and did something with his brain. Maybe got brainwaves involved.
They stole my identity from me.
Why is he not freaking out about the giant robot?
Built a fine suit of armor.
Can I try it on? Imagine that thing with a sword,
away.
giant sword.
texted you?
Everything's
Sit for
still
a sec.
everything's still fine with him.
Yeah.
I hope. You know where it's going. He's gonna say something. He's gonna
Thanks for
disappear.
coming.
These lockets, the pair,
Mm-hmm.
actually they're really valuable. I was thinking
Oh,
that if I sold them, then I could put a deposit down on my own place.
shoe drop.
And once I get that
Done.
settled, we can go shopping together in LA.
It must be really expensive if you came all this way just for that. Sure, take my only thing that I've been carrying with me all my life. Don't care about it now since you turned out to be a jerk. Take it. Of course she's gonna give it to me. She's so nice.
Oh, that's great.
See you later. Never.
I'll be back, Courtney.
10 years. Got any other
And when I am,
jewelry? Good thing you didn't see the
I
staff.
hear all about.
Sure thing, Sam.
It's good that she's met him and she knows who he is. And
See you, kid.
this is actually the best thing that could have happened.
If you need to yell at someone, you need to let it out, I can take it, okay? Whatever you need, Court.
See? Pat's such a... He's gonna be there for her. He's not gonna run away. He's not gonna betray her. Give him a hug. See, Barbara, you can't leave now. You got a family here.
Hey, Sam, hold up, will you?
Ooh.
Don't ever come back here.
Hey, tell Barbara I said bye. She still looks good. Not as good as when I had her.
Ooh, he's gonna punch him. Yes. Yes. Don't normally advocate for violence. in this case, deserved. Deserved. Hey, Staff. Am I still worthy? She was just worthy on her own. Maybe she doesn't believe. It'll be fine. She needs to get her heart back. Meanwhile, is this Barber's office? Did he break in? As in, walk into his own building?
Stephen, unlock Barbara Whitmore's computer for me.
Whoa. She normally just leaves it open anyway.
Her history's been deleted.
Nice search.
Restore it for me.
Try Control H. Pictures of Starman and yeah. So he knows that she knows that he knows that she knows. Well, she doesn't know that he knows that she knows.
I'm not Stargirl. My dad isn't Starman.
My dad isn't Wildcat, but I am now.
This is different, Yolanda. How?
Good point, Yolanda. Rick is like, screw you all.
Why not?
I actually have genetics.
It was my fault Joey Zarek was killed.
She can't put that on herself. She's not Oliver Queen.
I can't.
Henry King's death left us with so many questions.
What was he doing down in the weird tunnel system beneath our town?
To begin, I'd like to introduce the man who knew him best.
His father.
Henry's father.
And thank you all for coming. No one is to blame.
Except for Stargirl.
Except you. Come after us, please. Lost by moving forward.
Such a brave man.
Living better lives.
He just lost his son and he's giving great speeches. Thank you, Dr. King. Anybody? Nobody? Okay. Work, damn it.
Come on, please!
But it always knew that your dad wasn't Starman, Court. It was you.
Everybody knew.
Because it believed in you.
You have to believe in yourself.
It's just waiting for you to believe in yourself again, that's all.
Classic. This is the classic. Maybe Mike can talk to her. We need him to get his mojo back too.
I need you with me. Both of you.
Get the whole family and get the dog too. Where is Mike? Is he just chilling? There it is. Will he this jog his memory? Can we palmy him with the stuff maybe?
Our queen has risen.
Meanwhile, the Fortress of Doom.
I'm glad you made the right decision. Stargirl, her sidekick.
Her family, everybody who's ever met her.
Henry, the boy too. Mike, can't leave a legacy running around.
Legacy.
Of course.
Mike, you don't kill Mike. You can't kill Mike. It's like #1 rule of the show. If there is a rule of the show, that changes the show. Ooh, we've got a countdown. 12 hours. So that means it'll happen between episodes. So, a little bit of a downtime this episode after the heights, the climactic emotional heights of the last episode. The action and the story and the plot and everything just exploded in the last episode. This one brought it back down to earth. We finally dealt with Courtney's father. It's not the janitor. It's not Starman. Completely new guy. Third party. Got in a bus. Just wanted to get to know his daughter. Spend some time with her. Bought her a waffle. And then took her pendant locket thing. Because apparently it's super, super expensive. And the one he has, maybe they come as a pair or something. I don't know why he didn't sell that one first. The classic story. The dad who isn't around suddenly reappears, and all through the episode you're like, everything seems to be going well. When's it going to go to shit? Then right at the end, goes to shit. But very necessary. If that's, if he's who he is, it's good to get this done in season 1. Put a pin in the whole who's her father thing. let her know that the staff chose her because she's of who she is and not because of who her father was. Now she'll be stronger than ever. And she won't be clinging to anything in the past. Oh, we didn't even get to see what's in the box, did we? Maybe she'll give it to Pat. Because I feel like they made a big deal of that in multiple episodes. Or Mike, poor Mike. He's been... The last few episodes, they have, in almost every scene with Mike, they've progressed his story into a state where he is not happy with what's going on in the house, that people are keeping things from him, that he's not being included, that is Pat and Barbara, are they going to have a divorce? Are they going to have to move? Why is everybody just saying everything will be fine and not actually talking to him? They're talking to Courtney all the time. What's going on there? He feels so very left out of the loop. And I wouldn't be surprised to see him act out, maybe in the next episode, to run away or to do something. And then that will impact Brainwave's mission to kill the entire family. Maybe he'll find Mike first. Maybe he'll want to make things hurt, so he'll keep him hostage or something, and then Courtney will have to save him, or there could be that sort of dynamic, or maybe not. Maybe either way, Mike's going to find out very soon, before the end of the season, about all the shit, which it's not too soon. Been wanting that for a while now. We also got a bit of Justin, who, the Shining Knight, who has origins unclear, unknown, delusions maybe of being from the distant past, and almost total amnesia about who he is, where he fits into things. He doesn't quite have his mind together. It's because the villains, as he was going after them, they captured him, did something to his brain, and he needs a jolt. He needs to jolt out of it somehow. And I was saying, just get the staff, do a reverse brainwave on him. But maybe it'll just come back to him in time. And at the villain side of things, Brainwave and Icicle have an uneasy relationship. And it seems like Brainwave is willing to do more for the cause than Icicle is, which is interesting, and it's what I've kind of talked about before the episode started. Would Icicle sacrifice his own son? No, I don't think so. He wouldn't even he hesitated about Barbara, for Christ's sake. So I don't think there's too much else. We dealt a bit with... I'm glad they mentioned that that Henry's death affected her more than it affected almost anybody else in the show. That makes sense, because she did love him, and he redeemed himself in front of her, and he apologized to her, and then he was killed. So that would have... They had to mention that hit her in some way. So I'm glad they did. Rick is close to figuring out the code. Who knows what's going to be in that journal. And yeah. Overall, it was a story about Courtney, her relationship with her father, her relationship to the staff, and herself, and her self-belief. And I think everything that happened in this episode, apart from the Mike stuff, drew that family closer together and made it so that they're not going to split up anytime soon. They're not going to go their separate ways. And they're united against the oncoming brainwave storm, which may hit in the next episode, or we might have to wait. But we have a countdown. The machine will be powered on in the next few episodes. It's going to affect not just 6 states, but half the states in America. Do I think that will happen? No, I don't. I think it'll be stopped, but we don't know. We don't know. This show, maybe it could be a cliffhanger for season 1. Maybe it does get switched on. Maybe it does work. And it has to be undone. I'm looking forward to seeing. We got a lot of dog in this episode. We also got a picture of the dog when he wasn't there, so 10 out of 10. So, thanks for watching, as usual. I'll see you next week, for episode 12. Until then, have a lovely week, and I'll see you next time.